Hey, well, I mean, it's being able to come back. I just need to recap something. Being in church, check out the live I did earlier. Make sure you go ahead and check that out. This is a recap. Uh, I did get a chance to go over a couple of things in the last live, so I want to go ahead and recap it. It's not going to be a long live, family. It's long enough to explain a couple of things. Hope everybody out there is doing well out there. Uh, I think I hear this last part of this song, family. This is my jam right here. On the recap, family, you like that there, Eric? Appreciate it, little man. I get you one. I get you one. Hey, found real quick. I just want to recap. I just went live earlier, but I wanted to do a recap so I can not only talk about uh, how fake the economy is in reference to, it's not as great as the television and everybody's saying. Then you have this polarization topic going on where you got Democrats and Republicans. And I would like to ask, if we got voters out there, or we got people out there that are, politically inclined, I'd like to know what is the particular mindset of anyone out there that's voting. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I just want to know, like, as a voter, are you voting because you think or you believe that the people you voting for is going to do what they say? Or are you voting just because it's one of your constitutional rights? That's a question that I've always been kind of curious about when it comes to particular voters. Now, people tell me all the time, well, being, why you talking about it? You don't vote, so you can't say nothing. I can say what I want because, I promise you I'm more politically conscious than those that vote. And the reason why I know that is because uh, those that are in office from a local, state, and federal level, got to ask yourself, if you voting for these cats, why are you voting for them? And if you did vote for them, did they do what they said they was going to do? Young Stories, I see you. Of course. Yeah, I'm still over there. Of course, come by, holler at me. I'm not coaching, though. Yes, I did. Yes, I did, nephew. Yes, I did. Man, was that you told me about that? No, but I did check him out, and I was blown away. What I'm talking about, family, is the cat by the name of Aaron Russo. This past weekend, I did a live, and some of the family members in the garden suggested that I check out a cat named Aaron Russo, and I did, and I was impressed. I enjoyed it, to say the least. Khadija, thank you, baby girl, for being in the garden. All I'm asking is, that's right, Lauren told, that's right. That was Lauren. That's right, nephew. That was Lauren. And I digress. All I'm saying on the voting issue, family, is, be politically conscious, okay? And if you're going to vote or be in the voting process, why don't you or wouldn't you be more, apt to vote locally? Find out about the local judges in your city. Find out about the local representatives. Find out about the people that's running for the school board. Okay, those people that are on the school board, those are people that I think locally, once you vote for those people and you see that they are doing what they said they were going to do, then I can see the progress up to the state and federal level. But I can tell you right now, come on, man. You think it's an accident that all the quote unquote presidential candidates that are on the Democratic side have to go to particular areas that they've never been before? I mean, think about it. We have a guy that's running for president, Buttigieg or whatever his name, and he's a white homosexual male. Now, not that there's anything wrong with that. I don't, I got three sons. I don't condone that. Now, I would say condone it. I'm not one that, I mean, why is that? Why do we even know that? You did. So to me, right there, that told me that, it's ulterior motives in play. Because, like I say, you running for president, but why is that your platform? You did. And so I can tell you one thing, in the Afro-melanated community, and I'm not just speaking for the whole Afro-melanated community, I'm just saying, when we vote, the things that we voting for, how many times are they actually accomplished? How many times they actually get done? And all these particular Democratic presidential candidates are going into all of the urban communities, going to the Afro-melanated churches, they're going to all the different sectors, saying the same thing. Then you got to ask yourself, what are they going to do? Nothing. I mean, I'm in H-Town, and the most discouraging moment in H-Town history, in my eyes, was when, during Hurricane Harvey, Mayor Turner chose to evacuate a certain group of people before he evacuated another group of people, and then not only did he not evacuate the other group of people in a timely manner, he kind of sat on it, and that was discouraging. You did? Because I was in H-Town during Katrina, and I remember when the Katrina American victims were called refugees and treated like that. I thought that was ridiculous. And so this whole voting process, the notion that all these Democratic quote unquote nominees go and talk to, predominantly Afro-melanated communities and don't say one thing about reparations, or don't say one thing about why they haven't signed a bill to, do something about the disparity in the penitentiary incarceration rate. That's all I'm saying. I mean, if you're going to look at history, of course, you know that Southern Democrats, that was during the Jim Crow era. And so, that's what I'm saying. Republicans and Democrats, come on, family. If you didn't get a chance to check out my last video, remember, they have a national prayer breakfast every year where they're together. They hang out together. So what makes you think that when you vote Democrat or when you vote Republican that they have your best interest at heart, when the same issues are the same issues every election process, every election? You did? So I just want to come back with a quick recap because I didn't really get a chance to talk about it because I think, this is the 2020 elections are coming up, and I'm really quite interested in why people, not why people vote, but what is the mindset when it comes to your expectations of those that are in office. Okay, because I tell you right now, Kamala Harris, Cory Booker, they've never once mentioned, signing doing anything about the incarceration disparity, or they never once talked about reparations. And these are people running for president that are Afro-melanated. So I just think that, a lot of times, we get caught up and There's a lot of cognitive dissonance that goes on, and a lot of times we get into this fear factor where we don't want to talk about certain things. You did. And so when you so-called looking at tunnel vision and you're hearing all this stuff going on, look at it with an open mind and understand a lot of stuff that they're saying is not stuff that's going to benefit you. So once again, I'm leaving by saying, pay yourself first. This economy isn't what it said it is. And I tell you right now, there's going to be a great opportunity for you to gain wealth if you stay on top of the geopolitical news. And all you got to do is stay in the car and I'm going to come back with it. All right, family. Like I say, in the meantime, between time, and most times, to bring you joy. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And Being Willie is 95,000. And Marcus, Young Stories, Piece of Delivery, Eric, Khadija. Thanks for joining me in the garden. And Being Willie is 95,000.